Hello, I am Venkat. Welcome to PVR channel. We will discuss about XML data type in SQL Server in this session. So we will cover these topics. What is XML? What is XML data type? Normal data to XML format in SQL tables and how to convert XML data to normal data, and what are the limitations of XML data types, and what are the methods of the data type. XML is extensible markup language which is defined by World Wide Web in 1998. XML files are using to format data in a text file, to store documents, to exchange information between systems. The data is available in schemas and style sheets. Now we will see what is XML data type in SQL Server. XML data type are substantially not different from other data types in SQL database, but it has some limitations, and we can store documents in SQL tables like a row. If we execute the yellow highlighted query in the SQL Server Management Studio, above data will convert like this XML format. And actually, we will see the difference between normal data to XML data. Normal data we can see in two-dimensional format, columns and rows. Here if you see employee number, e-name, job, salary, under that columns we have the data in a rows. But the same data is present in XML in a XML format. XML format means data available between two tags or elements like below. All the above column names are elements in the XML format. We will see this magic in SQL Server Management Studio. As I explained, XML data type is not like a normal data type we can use in tables, views, and procedures. First, we will declare a variable, assign XML data type statically, and see how it will display in a SQL Server database. Declare a variable, declare at the rate document, and the data type is XML. Set the value for the variable. So the XML data present between two elements. Same element name is same, but it is present two times. That between that element, the data is present. The XML format is in this open and close brackets, and we need to give the element name. YouTube as an element, we are assuming YouTube. Now we need to provide data. This is a column. In XML format, it is an element. So we are giving PVR channel as a data, and we will display the data how it will come into the SQL Server Management Studio. Select at the rate a variable, nothing but a document. I'm executing the query, see the result. We got the hyperlink on the result. Let us click on this, we'll see what happens. So it opened the result window separately, nothing but it is a XML document, c.xml. So the data we can store in a column. If we wanted to see the data, it has a hyperlink, that will open the document in a separate window. Now we will see how we will convert normal data from a SQL table to XML data. Select star from EMP so we can see the data normally two-dimensional columns and rows. Select star from EMP. If we pass particular keywords to display the data in a XML format, so SQL Server will understand that and will display the XML format of data. Now select star from EMP for XML auto. If we execute the query, so we got the result. So if we click the result window, result, we it will open the result in the result window. You see here, employee table is an element. All the column names and data comes under a data. If we wanted to see all the column names are in elements, we need to pass elements as a keyword. Let us execute again. We'll see. So now we got all the column names comes as elements. Each record in normal table, it contains between elements. So now employee is an element. In that employee name, all these columns are elements. In this way, hierarchical way, the XML file present. And employee table is from one of the organization. We can say that it is one of the from one of the organization. If that organization is sending data to process daily, it have the employee table and also have other data like a department table, sales data, and all. So in that way, or we may get the data from multiple source systems. For example, same employee table from one organization, second organization, third organization in this way. So in that time, how we will identify this employee data corresponding to which organization? Organization 1, organization 2, organization 3. To distinguish that, we need to give root. If we give the root value, we can see that root means coming from which organization. We can give the root and give the value organization 1. Execute the query. Now we can see this data is coming from organization 1. The same way, if we have the another data from second organization, if we give the organization 2 and execute the query, so this is from the another organization. So in this way, to identify the data from which source system that we are getting, we will use a root. We see the first example that we have assigned static value to XML data type in a procedure method. Now we will see how we will assign data in a dynamic mode. Let us declare another variable. Declare at the rate doc1 and the data type is XML. Set the value at the rate doc1. So we will take the data from this query and assign to the variable. Let us see the, let us select the data, how it will come. It will come like earlier how we see. From organization to the data is coming in this way. So in this way, this XML data type will be declared in the procedures and assign the value statically and dynamically. Now we will create a table which contains XML data type columns and insert the data. Create a table, create a table name XML table, and the column names are ID, source name, and source data. For ID, the data type is integer. For source name, the data type is varchar, and the source data, the data type is XML. So I'm executing the query. So now we get the table. Let us select the table, XML table. So there is no data. Now we will insert the data. Like how I explained earlier, uh, we are getting the same employee table data from multiple organizations. So we need to store the data into our table. So we will insert the data, insert into table name, values. So what would be the ID? So daily we are getting employee table from multiple organizations. We can give date in integer format as a ID. Today is 1st September 2019. We will take DD YYYY format of the date as a ID, and the source from which organization it is coming. It, we can say it is coming organization 1. Then what is the data that we are getting? If we are getting data from a file format, we will insert into the temporary table first, and that data will be inserted into uh, actual table where we can maintain the history data. The same way I'm taking, assume we have inserted a file data into employee table, which is a temporary table. So from there we are taking now some. So I'm inserting the data from organization 1. So I'm changing that root must be the same source name to identify. So I'm executing it. So one row inserted. For the same date, we are getting employee data from another organization as well. So I'm inserting the organization 2, and the same way organization 3. So in this way, we can insert n number of records in our XML table. So we'll see how the data looks like. See, for today, we are getting employee data from 3 organizations. We also can give the file name also in the source name. org1 underscore or org1 hyphen emp hyphen dept hyphen sales, like that. So anyway, we can give how we are identifying. If we click the any record, sorry, any row, XML data type row means any column, It will open the result window with the full set of data. So it means that we are saving a complete file in one row with identification of ID and which date it is coming and from which organization it is coming and the full document. Like how we are saving the document in uh, Windows folder. So, so now we have discussed about what is XML, what is XML data type, how is it working in SQL Server database. Next session we will discuss how we will extract the data from XML data type column, how we will convert XML data to normal data. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel